I'm so excited to be sharing with you the items I purchased from Laurel Denise, which will be part of the launch of all her new items on September 4th. Those items will be available to everyone, and as an affiliate, I can offer my code, which is Danielle10, which offers a 10% discount on any and all of your orders. So be sure to use that if you're going to make any purchases, because we want you to get those savings. But let me share with you all the fun things I got. And I'm also going to share with you from the website the different products that are going to be available come September 4th. So first we want to start with, I had to show you the box. I did already take them out, but the boxes are just so beautiful. The packaging, everything is really so well designed. I just love it. I just love how special everything is. Even the box your planners come in. And then it has here planners for the way you think, which there's also a card inside that also has that saying on it as well. Your planner is wrapped in this beautiful tissue paper and it is padded to keep it protected, but even the inside has a beautiful pattern. It's just so beautiful. The special touches are really evident and their attention to detail is just amazing. So those are the boxes, and now I'm going to show you what was in those boxes. So let me go ahead and shift to the very first thing I'm going to share with you is my planner I plan to use for 2025. This pattern is called Twilight. And it spoke to me the minute I saw it. Let me bring it up so you could see the beautiful flowers on here and those beautiful shades of blue. That is what got me. I just love different shades of blue like this. It speaks to me. And so I just absolutely love it. I'm gonna give us a little more room here because I wanna share with you what has changed from last year's planner. Now this is your 9x12 size. It has your coil rings here. And so that is the same as last year, but here are some changes. First thing you're gonna notice is there's something missing on the front, and that is the Laurel Denise logo. But it hasn't been altogether removed. It has just found a new home on the back cover. So there is the Laurel Denise Planner logo and details. So that's there, has been moved from the front. So that's the first change. All right, let's open her up and see. First of all, look at that detail. Look at these rows and rows of flowers. They're so pretty. And the different variation, but how they coordinate so well. This coordinated patterns are just amazing to me. So this still is your flap, your envelope that's available to you on the front and back covers. These are the same as well. So you have your insert rulers here. You are here with a straight edge, and then you have you are also here with your scalloped edge. Let's open up our first page. We have our welcome from Laurel Denise here on the left. And this is new. This is a before you begin. I think this is so clever. Not only do they give you step-by-step, like get inspired and try our sticky note method, which I swear by. And if you watch my first video, that is what I started with. I think it is the best advice and the best way to identify how you're going to use your planner. Love that. But not only that, they put QR codes here so you can go to the video. You can actually see the detail, them doing and showing all of these steps. So I love that. It just really helps those who are new to this planner really see it in action. Okay, so next page. This is all the same, your holidays, your months, where it has the goal and things to remember for each month. And then on this side, the special dates and events. I actually use this as my yearly goals, so I don't use it as special dates and events. I just have a list of all the goals I want to achieve. So I'm glad that this is the same because that's exactly how I'll be using it next year. Everything else is the same, except one small variation that has changed from the previous planner to this one, and that is these lines. It's just the depth of the line. So before here, let's see if you could see this enough. Let's see if I can get to Okay, so hopefully you can see the difference. Here there is a dotted, it's so faint, but it is a light gray dotted line that go across in these boxes here, okay? On this planner, you can see they're a little bit more bold. So those lines are really coming through. I kind of like that. I mean, I think, yes, it's something to get used to, but I think it'll be okay. So that is just a small variation. Everything else is the same, the layout. So you have your monthly spread, you have your weekly, you have this open, your habit trackers here, and then to do this month. So everything there is all the same every month, and including in the back with your notes, that is the same. Your plan ahead with your future year calendar here, your yearly wins, your yearly lessons, that is the same, as is the paper that's available in the back. You have your grid and you have your dotted lines, a couple pages of those, and then your little inspirational and things to note, like books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I'm hopeful for. So that is all the same. Your pocket in the back with that same coordinating patterns. And that is your beautiful twilight. Don't you just love it? I just absolutely love it. So you can also get these in the mini. So this comes in this pattern comes in the mini. And it also, I think, I wanted to specify what I have is what is called the vertical. And why it's vertical is my week. When they say vertical and horizontal, they're talking specifically about the week. This format is how is the week displayed, and this is displayed in a vertical way. If you were to get the horizontal, everything would be similar, except your week would be in horizontal sections. And that's how the days of the week would be displayed. If you're on the fence about which planner, do I go vertical, do I go horizontal? They have insert pages, so you can put some insert pages to determine if you want to make a switch in the next year. So maybe get those insert pages. If you have a vertical and you're thinking about going horizontal, go ahead and get those insert pages, try it out for a little while, inserting those pages, play around with it, and then determine if you want to make a full switch. I happen to love the vertical, so I went this current year 2024 is vertical, and then I decided to stay with it. I love it. I think it's great. It really appeals to me because it's list making. If you're a list maker, always making lists. Also, if you think of time or your schedule in blocks of time, this kind of vertical format leans that way. If you have a lot of things that you are wanting to chunk, like there are specific blocks, might not even be time, but maybe segments of the day, like early morning, midday, late afternoon, evening. If you break out your day like that, this might be the right format. So be thinking about like how you kind of think about your day might help you decide whether it's vertical or whether horizontal seems like a better approach for your planner. So, but for me, for me, it's vertical. Okay, we want to see something a little bit different. Okay, this is a lot different, but this is the fan favorite right now. This has been such a hot commodity that they sold out of the first time they brought it in this year. And but now there are going to be more for 2025, including this one. This is called the Portrait Planner. And this, look at this. This is like a mauve plum. Oh, it's beautiful. And what the difference here now is the different coil. So it does have a different coil. Let's see those together. See how this one has, it's wider. This one has a tighter binding, a tighter coil, so there are more of them and the separation is smaller between them, and this one has a little gap in between. So you could see the coil versus the spiral bound, okay? All right, so this is the portrait with the different binding. And then, first of all, look at that insert. Look at that inside cover. Is that not gorgeous? I love how this coordinates. It's just beautiful. See if I can get a little closer so you can see those details. Just stunning. Okay, now what I was saying is this is such a popular layout and a popular size. Let me also show you the different so you can get an idea. So see, this is my 9 by 12, of course, laid the other way. If I were gonna do this way, you can see the difference in sizes, right? So this is more of your, you know, your traditional 8.5 by 11 kind of size. Let's open this up and I'll put the dimensions of the actual planner on the screen here for you. But let's start. First of all, you have your two inserts, your two plastic dividers. So you have your you are here and you are also here. They have extended these so they go down to the bottom of the page. They did just have them cut off, but for 2025, they go to the bottom. So that is new. This whole planner is new to me, but everybody, it was such a buzz for this planner. I had to get it. I just had to get it. And mostly because I wanted to be able to do this, I wanted to show it to you and so you can see the difference. So whole month is visible right here on the 2 pages, but you get to see the whole month, so the squares are actually bigger. We have our habit tracking here, our daily habits right here, and then we have a little section for like a to-do list or your notes or whatever you have. There are 4 here, and then this is all blank. To have this border, it just seems like the page has more definition to it and the space is more defined. So that is a little thing that is different. I believe these lines are a little darker as mentioned in the previous planner, but now you have it lined up. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, oh, this is a good time to say my planners all start on Monday. That was my preference, but they also offer them where they start on Sunday. I decided to go with Monday. It does take a little bit to get used to, but since I've been doing it for almost 9 months, I thought I'm not gonna switch to Sunday now. I'm gonna stick to my Monday. It's what I'm used to. So, all right, so each column here is each day of the week, which lines up so nicely to each day of the week in that month. I love that, and I love, this is why I go with a Monday planner, is because I like Saturday and Sunday to be together. So I also work full time. So my week is separated by that work week versus weekend. So that's why I really like to see that separation. So works for me. All right, each of those are the same. And then on the back, let me see if that was the last, yes. On the back is just 2 blank spaces for notes or any other details you'd like to add. Okay, so all the months are the same in that way. And then let's go, did I mention in the front, did we look at the front page? I just wanted to highlight that the front page is the same with the QR codes and the calendar, the holidays and the special events. That is all the same as the planner I showed you previously, my 9 by 12. So let's go to the back and see our last pages here. Okay, so same kind of elements are here, just in a different format, a different layout, but plan ahead is all here, as is your future year, the whole calendar. So that's the same. And then your yearly wins and yearly lessons are also in there. And then your paper, the grid, you have the grid lines, and then you have the dotted lines. And then on the back here are those blocks of those happy thoughts and hobbies and gratitude and books I'm reading and excited for, hopeful for. So that's all the same. And then your back cover. And then our logo in detail is back here on the cover. So isn't it beautiful though? It's so cool. This portrait planner, that feature to have these flippable weekly pages, that is so cool. So I know that has been such a big deal for people, as is this, that you could flip it over easily and have, you know, have it open to the days you're working on. And also it just has that kind of that 8.5 by 11 kind of notebook feel we're used to. But yes, beautiful, beautiful, love it. The third thing I purchased, and this one actually has the logo in the front of it, but I absolutely love this. You know, if you watch my videos, I'm obsessed with these. There was no way I was gonna have a new set of these available and not snag one for myself. And so I did. I got the Variety sticky note set. I love it. I really got it for this one right here. Something I want to highlight that they focused on with these new sets of sticky notes is the addition of adhesive. So they put more adhesive on the actual sticky notes, so that way they help you stick better to your pages. If you'll see, I'm going up and receiving some resistance. That's that adhesive. So they knew the more you have on there, the better it's gonna stay in our planners. So what a great attention to detail. I love that. But this is one of the color palettes. They have the neutral color palette, and I think it's bright. I'll put them up on here so you know exactly which one this is and the others that are available. So I love that it has a cover and keeps those Post-its protected, because if the other pad was open, and a lot of times, things would, rub into it, or your hand would just kind of run over it and see things like that happen. So now it has this beautiful cover to keep those protected. I love that. Let me show you that detail. Isn't that so pretty? So pretty. I love how all their things coordinate together. I mean, just look at that. I mean, even this with this, isn't that so pretty? The plum, and then that pulls out the blue, and then this. Love it so much. I want to share with you one other item I got. I did take them out, but these are the insert packs. These are just the to-do list, the half sheet, the list that can go into your planner. I'll show you actually. And I'm going to show you, they have these reinforceable tabs, so it's kind of laminated. Well, it is laminated. It has that extra, if you see that glossy, that's extra lamination to keep them a little bit more sturdy and stable to keep going in and out of your planner. It does make it a lot better with that extra reinforcement they put on there. Really helps you to be able to move these in and out as needed. It's so funny because I was working in my planner and I'm like, sometimes I just need a checklist. Well, I told you I love to-do lists. I'm like, I just need a piece of paper to just like run this list out and keep it somewhere. And I didn't want to put it anywhere in my actual elements of my planner. Like I didn't want to put it here, and I already had this taken. There was like nowhere to put it. And of course they thought of something that would work perfectly. And that's what I have purchased, because I know I'm going to use these. I'll probably need another pack. That's how many lists I have. Show you the back, it's the same thing. So love that. Okay, let me show you the accessory that I didn't even plan for this to coordinate, but let me show you how well this coordinates of a product I already own. Okay, let me show you. Look at this. This is my pen pouch. This is the same flower, so it coordinates. It like pulls the color of the flowers out. It looks so pretty. I just love it. Love it, love it. And look at this. I realize it can also fit on here. So now I have all my accessories together. Love that. Isn't that so cool? Look how pretty it coordinates. I just absolutely love it. Okay, so as a reminder, you can get all these products and a whole lot more starting September 4th from their website. And remember to use my code Danielle10 to get your 10% off of all your items. And then of course, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe. And then I'm going to have more videos when I finish out my 2024, sharing the entire process with you, and then transitioning into my 2025. I can't wait for you to check it out. And if you do make a purchase, I would love to hear and see what you purchased. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video.